Good morning, my crafty friends. My name is Tina Kverkich. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Northern Stamper, and we are starting out this week creating some more cards. I'm going to be showing you some really great cards that we're going to be making. Don't forget to comment below if you're joining live or if you are just watching on replay. This is very exciting. So what I'm going to be doing now, I am still using the Memories and More card kits. Now, hopefully you received those winners, and some people have received packages. Where's my package? In the mail for today's card. Hopefully you have that there. If not, you can still follow along. I'll be making a second card using some designer series paper from the new catalog. I'm very excited to be using that. But before we get started, I would like to thank the ladies for joining me yesterday for a crafting event that we had here. We used a kit and we made some card alternatives. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me. But I wanted to showcase some of the cards that the ladies had brought along. They had brought along some birthday cards, and I thought it's fantastic. Thank you, Miriam, for this one. I really like this one. I like how she used the different designer series papers as little presents, a nice little flower, but the embossing on this is really fantastic. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. And my friend Nonia, I'd like to thank her for this one. This one is an old, very, very old stamp set that she had. Remember, comment below if you do have this or have seen it in previous catalogs many years ago. It was really nice. And but what was really interesting is check this out. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? What a little surprise on the inside. Thank you, Noni, for that. I really appreciate it. And here is a card from Carol. And this was a card design that we had done at our little tea party getaway. So it was a lot of fun. I love this color. Very stunning with the flowers and then the embossing folder. Very stunning. Thank you, Carol. I really appreciate it. And a little treat on the inside. Very, very cute. Thank you so much for joining me yesterday. It was a lot of fun. And what we did is we took some kit Radiant reminders, which I will be posting pictures of the cards we were making. They will be posted tomorrow, and you can order the kit and make your own card alternatives if you like. But don't forget, for the month of May, we're going to be using the Every Little Things kit. And you can purchase that with me, northernstamper@gmail.com. You can shop my online store, Tina Kvergich. Just make sure on how you spell the last name. It's a doozy of a name, but just to let you know. So we are going to be using this next month for every Monday. So I made 4 cards using this. It is fantastic. I love it. It's great. And you want to add that into your crafting kit to add on. Don't forget the crafting weekend, 3 days weekend in Grand Bend coming up in September. The special price of $200 ends soon. The $200 event pricing is ending this month. So get in your deposit. You can email me at northernstamper@gmail.com. You can private message me for some information, but the $200 special ends this weekend. You only need to place a $75 deposit, and the remainder is due in August. July or August, and after the end of April the price goes up to $250, and then after a certain date it will go up to $275. So you don't want to miss that. 3 days, 3 full days of crafting. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, ladies, give me a thumbs up if you are ready to craft. Now, one thing I'd like to ask you that is, if you are crafting along with me or watching the video, please give me a thumbs up or a little comment so that I know. Sometimes I wonder whether I'm just, chatting to myself, which is totally okay. I love doing that. But if I know that you're there and that you're interested in what's being created, then I know what to do for the future. Do you want this? Do you want that? So just comment below or give me a thumbs up so that I just know where you're checking in from. It is a glorious day today. Absolutely sunny. Thank goodness. I couldn't believe when I saw it was snowing yesterday afternoon. I don't know, was it snowing where you were yesterday afternoon? I couldn't believe it. Snow in April. Anyways, this is the card kit we are using. I'm going to be making 2 cards today. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Memories and More. So if you have the package, you want to get that. But if you don't have the package, because sadly they are no longer making it, sad, 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 I have some, I'm going to be creating another card, but today I'm going to be using the, what is it called? Oh, what is it called? Velvet, I lost my paper. The velvet paper here with the flowers. Now, you can't quite see on here. Some of it has velvet color, and you can feel it on the paper. Absolutely stunning. Oh, and you're going to help me decide on which one we're going to be using. So this has like a flocking on it. This is absolutely fantastic. You know, some of them you can feel it's white. Oh, maybe you can see it on this one. Velvet. Oh my goodness. It is absolutely stunning. There you can kind of see it raised up a little bit. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous paper. I just love the designer series papers that they have in here. We're going to be using some of these. I don't know exactly which one I'm going to use, but with your help, I think I will. Oh, that one's upside down, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there we go, upside down. We're going to be using some of these. So let's get started. Oh my goodness, some of these are absolutely stunning. So don't worry, we can use some designer series paper for this card. Now it's going to be a little bit larger. So just so that you know, but you can always modify it to whatever card size that you have. All right, so here is the card base. You're going to see it is kind of like a 4x6. Let's double check. It is 4x6, 4 1/4 by 6, 4 1/4 by 6, just a little bit, but the front of it is off a little bit. So there you go, kind of get an idea like that. So let's take a look. I'm going to do 2 cards. So there's the one for the designer series paper, just like that. And in the kit, let's open this up. If you received one or have some Memories and More card kits, then you can use them. I had a whole bunch left over, so I've got a bunch of different ones. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch in here. Can't remember what I had those for. So I have the, there we go. There is the card base for that. This is a very, very simple card. Okay, so I got a variety of pieces here. There we go. And there's the card base. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to cut some designer series paper for this because the Memories and More is already pre-cut. And what I want to do is I want to find something for the inside, right? So we're going to have it spanning across the inside of the card base. And I want something that's kind of subtle, but that you can still write on, right? So I need to find a paper, and I think I'm going to use this one here. The reason I'm using this is because it's got a little bit of the flowers on the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just gorgeous. But it's got enough space on the top that I can write on. So I'm going to place it in here. And because this is already 6 by 4 1/4, I need to cut this piece of DSP. So first what I'm going to do is cut this first 6 by 4 1/4, the same size as my card base. Okay, so I'm going to keep that off to the side. Now this is definitely too tall, so let's go 4 1/4, but 4 1/4, let's see where that takes us. Okay, so if I bring that, that is 6 by 4 1/4. Let's lay it down. So that definitely fills most of it, but it's still a little bit too tall. Now I can cut a little bit off the bottom and give more writing space, or I can cut off the top and keep more of the flowers. It is totally up to you. And I think I'm just going to take it from the bottom because it is only a very, very small amount that I'm taking. And you won't even notice. Okay, so I'm just going to take that. Now this is if you're using DSP. The main thing what I want to do is have an edge all the way around. Now look at that. You can't even tell I cut off the bottom. Absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. And boy, does it pop against the black color. Holy cow. Let's glue this down so we don't lose it. Okay. Oh, apparently this glue doesn't want to work. So let's take a look for another piece of glue. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, there we go. We're going to have this one, and I'm going to be doing the same thing with the Memories and More kit. Here we go. Let's just move that off to the side. So I have it. Whoops. Oh, it's a little crooked. Still got time to move it. Okay, so there it is with the designer series paper. Okay, so you can kind of see I got to fold it over. Let's get the one for the Memories and More. Again, same idea, flowers on the bottom, a place to write, and let's just double check, is this the right size? And there it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just pop this in here, and we're just going to glue this down. Okay. This is a really super simple card. It comes together very quick. So this is going to be on the inside. Whatever you use, make sure you have enough space that you can write a sentiment, especially on the spot that is kind of underneath. So there we go. We have them like that. Those are the insides of the card. All right. So we have the inside of the card. Let's, oh, is this crooked? No, it's not. Let's decorate the outside. So I'm going to start with this one for the Memories and More so that you can see. I have a piece of green. Now, I'm mainly focusing on this portion of green, so I'm going to put it up here on the top, a little bit on the edge around a corner. And I'm just going to glue that one down first. Very simple. It's just so I don't lose it. And you can get an idea of what I'm doing when I cut the other one. So I'm just going to lay this on. I like to have a little bit of an edge around, right? There we go. We got it on one side. Now this piece is 4 by 3. So what I'm going to do is find a piece and cut it on this side. And I want something that's going to kind of stand out. Oh, let's make sure we get it all in here. Stand out and, you know, kind of give some design to it. So let's take a look. So this is the piece that we had cut from. I can turn it over and there's that piece, right? Like just like that, which actually would look really nice. But let's see what else we got. Oh, that one's got a bit of a design to it. I don't know if you can tell that. It's got a bit of a rain kind of design. Oh, that's very pretty too. I think I like that one. No, we don't need this because we already got the color there. Let's take a look. Oh, there's one with a little bit of flower on it. But that's kind of interesting. Interesting. Good thought. Good thought. That's kind of interesting. That might work. This is like a blue. I don't think so on the blue. And again, we got this color. So I know for sure I'm going to take these ones away. And I don't think I like this blue one. That's a tough one. I could use that one. Let's take away the yellow. I like this rain splatter one. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with the rain splatter one. So what I'm going to do is have to cut this down to 3 by 4, which is the same size as a Memory and More. So let's cut that down. 3 by 4. Let's get that in here. Let's see. 3. Now if I did it this way, trying to figure out which way I can maximize my paper. 3 by 4. And 3 by 4. And look, I got 2 pieces. There we go. Okay, 3 by 4. All right, so I'm going to put that one down. On the other side, this is the pink with the flocking on the one side. So pretty, but not today. All right. Very simple card. Like I said, I love doing simple cards. Okay, so we got them just like that. Wow, these are coming together. Look at that. Okay, fantastic. So now I'm going to have for this one, for the Memories and More, they had some with sentiments on it. Let's see. Do I have one? Here we go. This one's got a pretty simple sentiment. All things good. All good things. And what I'm going to do is take this one, which is also a 3 by 4, and I'm going to place it in the lower corner of this one. And I'm going to use this as the sentiment. Now, I'm not going to glue it with regular glue. I'm going to take my dimensionals, and I want that to pop up a little bit. Oops. Oh, my goodness. You could not believe what's happening off scene here. Everything, the glue is sticking to everything. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. Okay, put those on there. Want to give it some height. Now this is great if you have any designer series paper that you have in your stash. Take a look and design this card. So I'm just going to pop that on there for now. Okay, so I wanted one with a sentiment, and I don't think when I look at this one on this side, this one I don't have anything with sentiments on it, but remember when we cut this piece? There's this one. What I can do is I can cut a 4x3. There we go, right here, and still have some space for a sentiment, which I need to find and cut. So I'm going to cut a piece 4x3. So I'm going to cut this 3. Which one should I use? Oh, I think I'll use this one. Now, 4x3. Now, if I put it this way, do I have enough room for a sentiment? Oh, I do and I don't. Let's bring this down a bit. Get a little bit more space on the top. Okay. And if I did like this, cut a little bit off on the bottom of the flowers. All right. Okay. Let's see if I bring it down. Oh, look at that. That's going to be nice. I think I'm going to take it down a little bit more because this one really is standing out. But I think I'm going to take this one down. Is that crooked? I think I glued this on crooked. Oh dear. Let's just pull this up a little bit and fix that. Slightly crooked. Okay, let's try that again. So if I bring this on here, I think this is too big. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. I want you to see that piece a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to take it down 1 inch. Okay, let's bring that in. I'm going to take it down a little bit more on the bottom. Pick off a few more flowers and a little bit on the top. Okay, and because I'm making it shorter and fatter, I'm just going to bring it in slightly. Now, I would only do this on the ones with the DSP, not the Memories and More, so I want to bring this in. But you notice that this kind of gets lost in there. On this one, it's not too bad because it really stands out. So, but what I think for this one is I think I'm going to get a piece of cardstock and I'm going to mat it. So I will measure this piece and let's take a look. So this piece is 2 3/4 by 3. So I shall go 3 3/4. I just want enough to mat it around. 2 and what did I say here? There we go. Let's lay this down and just mat it like that. I think it just needs a little bit, otherwise it kind of gets lost. Now, like I said, the Memories of More, it doesn't get lost. There's too much, there is enough of like a change, but I think on this one, because it's the light colors on the light colors, I think it just needs a little bit. Okay, and I could just place it on here, but you know what? Now that I got it like this, right? Ooh, let's glue down this designer series paper. I'm thinking ribbon. Are you thinking ribbon? Oh, great minds think alike. All right, there we go. I'm just matting this on here like that. And I'm thinking ribbon, and I'm just going to grab whatever I have in there, and lo and behold, I cannot believe that. That is amazing. This is an old piece of ribbon, very old piece of ribbon, and it matches. Oh, serendipitously, it matches. Okay, I'm going to put this on with a dimensional. Whoops, look at that. Whoop-a-doo-doo-doo. It's going for a ride. Going for a ride. All right. Oh, it's going too much on a ride. And I'm going to place the ribbon around the back. Just wrap it around a little bit. There we go. Let's see. Can I get this little piece off? Use it for something? Can I use it? Hello. Okay, get like that. See, this is what can happen when you just start crafting. Just kind of keep going. All right. Pop it on the back. Whoops. I just add some dimensionals on the back to hold my ribbon. Let's get some more dimensionals up here. Quick card. Pop it on the front. There we go. Now, I'm not quite done yet. Now, this one has a lot of design on it, kind of like the butterflies and stuff. And in the Memories of More, or you could stamp some. They got some little butterflies that you can cut out. Remember, we were cutting those out last week. So I already cut some out, and we can add that. Now, even though this butterfly has half a wing, we can kind of place him on here a little bit, or in the corner, or someplace. We can add him on. I think I might add him over there. Whoops, can't even see. Add him over there. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, there's a green one. I'm going to pop him on here, or I could pop him over there. Ooh, I forgot to put a sentiment. I forgot to put a sentiment before I glued this down. Oh my goodness, that's okay. We'll figure that out. Ah, butterflies. Butterflies. We forgot our sentiment. Let's grab a sentiment and see what we got. Now I'm going to be using this is from the Every Little Kit Things, Every Little Things kit. And let's add a little sentiment, see if it fits on here. Take a sentiment, and I think it will fit. I do not suggest doing this while it is on here because I cannot guarantee on how it is going to land. See, sometimes there are boo-boos. They happen. They happen. And we just kind of keep on going. Let's see. I don't think that's going to work if I stamp on there. I think I have to take this off. Oh, no. Ew, no. Oh, no, Mr. Bill. Anybody remember that? Can't remember what show that was from. Okay, let's take this back. Definitely stamp before you put your card together. I'm going to just stamp it on here. Oh, look at that. That turned out great. And I'm glad I pulled that off because I don't know how that would have turned out if I would have glued it right on, like stamped on top. Though I do notice I did stamp on some of the flocking, and that's kind of interesting. So you can stamp on the flocking. Okay, back this up again. Right, get some more. And let's put this guy back on. There we go. You'll never know. Woohoo, unless you get this card. Okay, back to our butterflies. Look at that. Now we got our stamped our images. All right, how many coffees? I have not had enough coffees apparently this morning. I've only had one, so not enough. All right, let's get these going. Get this flattened out. All right, there we go. Nice and flat so you can see, so it doesn't keep popping up. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. You can see it a little bit stamped on the flocking, but you really wouldn't notice. But that's kind of interesting. That gives me an idea to try some techniques. Oh, all right. Anyways, tangent there. I'm going back to my butterflies and I'm going to put them on. I'm going to take some dimensionals and pop my little butterflies on, or if you have any that you see on a DSP that you can cut out, or flowers on a DSP that you can cut out, or you can stamp them. Go right ahead and do that. I'm going to put him over there. Get to my other one. Get this green one. I think he's going to look really good. Got to figure out where he's going to go. I could put him kind of on the flower, but I think I like him kind of floating into the card. Now I got other ones here. I could put them on. I don't want them to overpower the image of the flower, so let's see where we can place him. On here, over here. Let's place him over here on that one. I got one that's can come from the bottom. I don't know. I think that I don't want to overdo the flowers too much. Let's see. I like that one coming in the bottom there. Kind of move them around to see, especially if they have pieces that are cut off. Like this was from an edge, so you want to place them on an edge. So that kind of makes it like that. But I do have one more tiny one, and I think he's going to fit on the one with the flocked paper. Let's add him in. Okay. A little bit like this. And here. I think that kind of works really well. That kind of works really well. What do we got left over? I got this piece here. Could I use it for anything? No, I'm going to use these for something. But I got a little piece of this. Let's flip that underneath. Try and get a little knot. Pardon my hands. This is a tiny, tiny piece of ribbon. I just don't want to throw it away. I think it's going to add to it. I got big fingers and there's tiny ribbons, so bear with me. In a second, you know what I need? I need a pokey tool. Okay, can't get them through my fat little fingers. Okay, get my little pokey tool, shove that through there. There we go. Come on. There we go. There. Happens when you got a small piece of ribbon. We slide that down. There we go. Oh, look at that. And we're just going to tidy up those ends. There. And, oh, this is coming together. Look at that. Oh, this is so pretty. So pretty. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Okay, let's get some embellishments. Where are the embellishments? Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for old embellishments. I want to try and use up my old embellishments. And let's see, we got purple, which I don't think kind of works. Oh, that one kind of works in that. We got purple. We got these green ones. Oh, that might work on there. Oh, look, there's gold ribbon. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, that might work with that. Look at that. Oh, that's interesting. Got a little orange, a couple of orange ones. So I'm just going to lay these down and let's take a look. Oh, definitely not those ones. And these are some kind of champagne color. Oh, interesting. We've got a whole bunch there to choose from. I'm not sure. What color do you think would be best on there? Oh, that's really not the right color. Purple peacock is not the right color. Oh, there's some yellow ones. Oh, that might work too. I think I like that better. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see, for this one, there's a kind of a purpley, hold on, let's see, there's a purpley pink. Oh, can't quite tell. There's the yellow. I think these ones would look really nice. Ooh. Now, there are some new ones that are available, and these are dewdrop embellishments, but the only ones I could use are the green or the clear, and I don't quite want to do that. And I have so many embellishments left over. Let's take a look. I think the orange ones on this will go nice. Okay, let's take a look. All right, let's go with the orange. Oh, the green one looks kind of nice too. Ooh, geez, that's a tough color. Oh, all right, let's go with the orange. Let's pop a few embellishments on here and there, using some of the leftover orange ones that I have. Want to use those up before. There we go. Pop some on here and there. So this is this card done. We could definitely use Wink of Stella on the butterflies for some more sparkle. Always have more sparkle. There we go. Make our butterflies sparkle. There we go. There's the ones with the memories and more. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. And let's add some embellishments on this one that we created. Oops. I think these pink ones, but the yellow ones over here, I don't know. These are kind of big ones, so I think I'll go with the yellow because they are slightly smaller, and I'll pop them just on the yellow part, I think, here and there on the yellow. I think I'll just pop them on the yellow. Okay, well, you know what? I could also pop, let's see, I could put one of these on here, just over there. I'll use both colors. How's that? More Wink of Stella. There we go. There we go. I think it's time to order some more Wink of Stella. I'm going to put an order in today, and I will add some more Wink of Stella. There we go. Ooh, let's put some on the flowers here. Do. Can't have enough Wink of Stella. There we go. Why not? Soon we'll be painting the whole card. That would be something too. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's card. Oh my goodness, these turned out really great. Oh my goodness. Now this is the one, like I said, you could use with any designer series paper. Oh, that looks stunning. Isn't this paper stunning? So take a look at that one. I love it. Here's the one with the memories and more. It looks just very pretty. If you have or you would like either some supplies, don't forget to let me know. You can email me at northernstamper@gmail.com, and you'll receive a PDF with some great cards that we're going to be creating. They are fantastic. Don't forget Tina Kvergich, KVRGIC. Let me know which one you like better. Do you like the one with the memories and more, which is this one here? Or do you like the ones with the designer series paper, which are right here? I love that one. I think I like that. Memories and More is very, very pretty. Like that, but I don't know. I think I like this one a little bit more because I think I like the paper on this. Anyways, thank you for joining me. And I hope this has given you an idea on what to create with some of the designer series paper that you have. Very simple. This is a little larger than a regular card, so don't forget that when you are making this card. Comment below, and don't forget to shop with me, and we will see you next time. I think it's time to go for a coffee. Anyways, ladies, don't forget to join me for my next in-house event. Watch my calendar or email, and I will let you know on when the next in-house event will be. Take care and have a lovely, lovely day.